In Russia's big and strong army, few systems make people as scared and respected as the S-300. It's known to NATO as the Grumble, and this system shows how powerful Russia's military is. Experts often call it the Fire Dragon, a name that shows how deadly it is and how much fear it puts in its enemies. This advanced missile system is the main part of Russia's plan to defend its skies. It's like a moving, connected shield made to protect important places from different dangers, like enemy planes, cruise missiles, and even some ballistic missiles. The S-300 isn't just one vehicle. It's a complicated group of radars, control centers, and missile launchers that work together perfectly. This system is tough, has backups, and is very hard to destroy. Its ability to move is probably its biggest strength. The S-300 can fire its missiles, move quickly, and disappear before the enemy can fight back, making it a tough opponent. In the fight in Ukraine, Russia has changed how it uses the S-300. Instead of just defending, it's using it to launch powerful, though not very accurate, attacks on cities like Kharkiv. This double role makes the S-300 both a shield and a sword. It defends Russian troops while also scaring Ukrainian people with its destructive power. For Ukrainian forces, the S-300 is a top target. Getting rid of it is super important for saving lives and getting control of the skies back, a job that is both urgent and hard. Just the S-300's reputation changes how the battlefield works. It makes Ukrainian pilots fly very low and creates areas they can't go into, which really limits what they can do. For Russia, the S-300 shows how strong their military is and how good their technology is. For Ukraine, it looks like a scary dragon on the horizon, always a danger. The mental effect on Ukrainian pilots is huge. They know that going into S-300 territory is a very risky bet, one that needs both skill and bravery. To win the air war, Ukraine must find a way to defeat this dragon. The hunt is on and the stakes have never been higher. A grainy drone video put out by Ukraine showed a Russian S-300 or S-400 battery in Belgorod, Russia, then a super bright explosion. More explosions happened as missiles and fuel caught fire, turning the valuable air defense system into a huge ball of fire. Ukraine said they did it, showing a big change. The one doing the hunting was now being hunted. For months, Ukraine had asked for permission to hit military targets inside Russia. This video proved they could do it. Experts who find locations confirmed where it was, and the vehicles looked like parts of an S-300 or S-400. The hit was very exact, meaning a fancy weapon was used, not just random shooting. This happened because of careful spy work, watching, figuring out what things were, and waiting for just the right moment. The successful hit showed that Ukraine is getting better at finding, targeting, and destroying even Russia's hardest-to-find equipment. Blowing up an S-300 battery doesn't win the war, but it cracks open Russia's fortress. Suddenly, Ukrainian planes and drones can fly where they once faced certain death. This makes paths for scout and attack drones to hit important Russian targets. Russia now has a tough choice: pull back air defenses and leave their front lines open, or risk losing more by keeping them close. The mental impact is huge. Ukrainian teams feel more confident, while Russian operators get scared and hesitant. For people in Kharkiv, every S-300 destroyed means fewer scary attacks. The message is clear: nowhere is safe for Russian launchers. Ukraine is changing from just defending to actively hunting. Each hit messes up Russian plans and keeps Ukrainian lives safe. The power in the sky is starting to change. After the strike, the Belgorod field is a wasteland. Burnt electronics, twisted metal, and a crater where a command vehicle once stood. Survivors are confused, cut off from their leaders and in danger. The S-300, meant to protect, has become a tomb. News of the loss quickly goes up the Russian chain of command, causing panic and shame. Russian generals rush to hide other important things and look for Ukrainian drones, which are now known to be able to fly deep into Russian land. In Ukraine, there's a feeling of grim satisfaction, a scary weapon destroyed, an idea proven right. The attack is more than just a win on the battlefield. It shows Ukraine's strong will and warns of what's coming next. The dragon's home is no longer safe. The Ukraine war is a testing ground for modern fighting, especially the fight between air defenses and super-accurate weapons. Dogfights are gone. Now it's like a chess game with radars, drones and missiles. Both sides are always changing. Drones, electronic fighting tools and new ways of fighting change every week. Information is most important. The side that sees and acts first wins. Spy drones are more useful than fighter jets, sending live information into a complicated chain of attack. The HIMARS rocket is just the last step. The real fight happens in the world of radio waves. The world is watching, learning that no system is completely safe. Moving around, hiding and being able to change are the new rules. The future of war is being created in Ukraine's skies. How did Ukraine pull off the strike? It was a combination of strategy, technology and sheer determination. All signs point to the American-made HIMARS system, a game-changer in modern warfare. HIMARS is a mobile, truck-mounted rocket launcher, fast, accurate and deadly at over 80 kilometers. Its ability to strike with precision makes it a formidable tool on the battlefield. Its shoot-and-scoot tactics keep crews alive and the enemy guessing. This mobility ensures that the system can strike and then vanish before the enemy can get back at them. The GMLRS rocket, guided by GPS, delivers a super-accurate strike. No random shots, just precision. This technology makes sure every shot counts, causing less damage to other things. The warhead is made to destroy vehicles out in the open, making it perfect for hunting S-300s. It's really good at taking out threats. But HIMARS is just the beginning. The real power is in the information network. Drones find the target, experts check it, and the attack happens fast. This smooth connection of technology and human skill is super important. Every strike is a race against time before the S-300 can move. It needs a lot of speed and accuracy. The operation is a win for teamwork, technology and courage. It shows how different military groups work together perfectly. Ukraine's advantage is as much about smart thinking as it is about weapons. Their clever plans and new ways of using technology give them a big lead. Destroying an S-300 inside Russia shows a big change in policy. Ukraine's friends, especially the US, are letting them hit targets across the border more often. Russian border areas are no longer safe places. Every base, supply spot and launcher within HIMARS range can now be hit. Russia has to spread out its stuff and make it harder to hit, which makes it harder for them to move supplies and fight as well. For Ukraine, this means they can stop things before they start, hitting Russia's supply lines and command centers. This is a huge blow to Russia's image. Their unbeatable systems can be damaged right at home. Around the world, it makes Russia look bad and hurts their chances of selling weapons. Ukraine is showing it can protect itself and make the attacker pay a real price. The way things are balanced is changing. The attack on the S-300 is a big problem for how the Kremlin looks to the world. Russian news often shows their army as super strong, but now that's broken. The war is now happening inside Russia. People in Belgorod felt the explosion. It was a clear reminder that the fighting is not far away anymore. The Ministry of Defense has tough questions to answer. How can they keep their country safe if their best weapons are burning on video? Videos of the explosion are all over social media. This makes it hard for officials to say it didn't happen and makes soldiers and people who buy weapons from Russia wonder what's going on. The S-300 being destroyed is bad for Russia's weapons sales. People who might buy from them will think twice. It's a blow to their national pride. The fire dragon being beaten shows they're not as strong as they seem. The Kremlin can't control what people are saying anymore. The truth is out there. The picture of a burning S-300 stays in people's minds. It's a strong sign of Russia's weakness. For Ukraine, this strike is just the beginning, a signal that the tide can turn with the right strategy and determination. The next step is clear: turn one hard-won victory into a continuous, planned effort. This means using more drones, speeding up how fast they can hit targets, and keeping constant pressure on Russian things near the border. Every action is now part of a bigger, changing plan. The main goal is to make it impossible for Russia to use its important systems within the growing reach of HIMARS and other accurate weapons. Ukraine will add more targets to its list: fuel storage places, command centers, artillery groups, supply spots and more, hitting at the very core of Russia's supply and command. Each successful hit makes Russia's supply problems worse, breaks up their supply lines and slowly makes it harder for them to attack effectively. Of course, Russia will change its plans, moving back valuable items, increasing electronic warfare and getting ready to strike back. But Ukraine is ready to step up, meeting every move with new ways of fighting and toughness. Kiev will keep pushing for longer-range weapons like ATACMS, hoping to put even more Russian places at risk and make its accurate strikes reach further. The recent S-300 strike proves that Ukraine can use advanced Western tools both responsibly and with great success on the battlefield. The dragon is hurt, but not yet beaten. Ukraine is set on getting what it needs to finish the hunt and make sure it has lasting safety. The next part of the air war is about to start, bringing new challenges and new chances for Ukraine's defenders. If this analysis helped you understand how modern warfare is changing, please like this video to support History and War. Share it with others to spread awareness about air defense battles shaping the war. Subscribe to History and War for more in-depth, witty commentary on global military developments. Leave your questions or thoughts in the comments. Turn on notifications so you never miss a battlefield breakdown. Thank you for watching, and remember, in war, ideas win before ground does.